And we are back with more of the Hero Colosseum of Doom, made by Unleashed. So last time we took care of Piccolo, we took care of Frieza, and I'm going to go ahead and get my usual stuff out of the way. Huge shout out to Unleashed, Raven Gaming, Mug the Dude, and Rockin' Robo. You guys are awesome, keep up the good content. I'm a huge fan of each and every one of you. You will also hear a little bit of dead air for just a moment or two. I'm also cooking right now, so it'll only take me not even like 30 seconds to go into the other room and, turn the stove off. So, excuse me for that. And also, to keep this moving along, we're going to go ahead and I'll just give everybody a second or two to pause on every little tab here. All the posing skills and the character skills. That way, we're not here longer than we need to be. A couple changes that I will go over. As of this version, this is version 3 that Unleashed has sent me. He went ahead, changed, and updated the posing skill for the original Blue Goku to make it more accurate to the name. So he got a pretty good buff, and he also fixed one of Dimps' stupid mistakes that should have been fixed much sooner, honestly, with all the updates that Hero Colosseum has been getting since, was the percentage amount on Speed Bikini Videl, where it says 70%, when really it should say either, I think it's, I personally feel like it's 35, but he fixed it to 30. He's very accurate with his math. I'm pretty sure it's 30. He's been playtesting this game to hell and back, and as of this recording, he's pretty much been working on this, not just this past week, but the week before. So I would say he's working on this for a good solid 2 weeks now. Now what's nice is how quick his mod's catching on. A lot of people seem to really be liking it, and certainly deserves that praise. He's worked really hard on it, and he's still working on it. Well, I assume so anyway, because I think... I don't think any of you guys know. It's a little bit funny. For the past few days, he's been sending me a new version, and it's been like slight updates here and there. I mean, it makes sense, though. It is. I guess it is technically in its beta phase. But he's playtested the ever-living hell out of it at this point. It should be good now. And there's that. And there goes the stove. Give me just a sec, guys. I'll be right back. Go ahead and pause this. Alright, let's get back into it. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go ahead and actually take Vegeta off, because it should be fine. Still outspeed no matter what. I think what Unleashed may have done for this battle is it decreases everybody's speed to 0, I think, at some point. I would say that that's fairly balanced, because they get ultimates like crazy in this battle. by the way, if it's because it probably is. If I sound exhausted to any of you, it's because I am. It's going on 5:30 in the morning at the time of this recording on my end. Honestly, I should be in bed right now, but I didn't want to leave any of the playthrough fans dry, so I just want to go ahead and get it out there, and then I'll go to bed right after. I'll live. Thankfully, it's the weekend now, so yeah, I ought to be just fine. And hopefully I can get rid of Piccolo here, because if not, then I'm in for a bit of trouble. Okay, good. No problem. And can I just say one thing about Unleashed, is that the guy's a freaking legend. I mean, just for the fact that he was able to beat the Blue Super Saiyan God Goku battle with just end figures. I think he mainly did it with Krillin, a couple of Cell Juniors, and I forgot what else. I have to go back and watch it. But freaking crazy. And Raven Gaming was not kidding when he said Unleashed was doing crazy stuff over on his channel. I mean, you have that, and then this big mod that came out recently. And if it sounds like I'm overpraising Unleashed at all, it's because he's earned it. He's put way too much time, work, and effort into this. Go ahead and run this up. Yep, there's Elder Speed 0. Of course. He does. Yep. So, for a majority of these battles, I'm going to be sticking with my continuous damage reduction deck that I have here, provided I can continue to get away with it. If I end up needing to change the deck once or twice along the way, then we'll cross it when we come to it. But I'd rather just play it safe and waste as little time as possible. And that's game. So that is going to do it for Goku. Let's go ahead and move on to Yamcha next here. And surprise, surprise, I'm using the same deck that I have been for most of the playthrough already so far. My biggest obstacle in this whole playthrough has just been Fat Boo so far, but I expect it to get a lot harder. I mean, granted, I got through the last one just fine, but that's only because I have ultimate gauge every turn skills, and I was able to go ahead and just keep stacking on damage with the stack. If I didn't have access to Unleashed other tools, I probably would have been a bit of a different game. You know what, we're just gonna go ahead and... Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing here. And another reason I am so very, very tired right now is because this past week of work was complete and utter hell. But I won't bore any of you with the details. Just, it was not pretty. Just take my word for it. Suppose it's not too important, but I'll go over it anyway. As you may or may not have noticed, my game looks a lot better. And that is because I took the time to go ahead and do a bunch of research. I watched a video on how to mess with certain settings in my PC, as well as the game settings, make it look better. Messed with the in-game settings itself. I researched a couple programs on other processes running on my PC in the background, and I also... what else did I do? Oh yeah, I went into my NVIDIA control panel, and I screwed around with the settings in there as well. And I have actually been working on that about the same time that Unleash has been working on this mod here. And this is version 3 he sent me recently. Hopefully it's the last version, because I feel so bad for the guy. He's been working on this non-stop. And I would honestly say he deserves a break. Another thing I will mention while we're here, though, is look closely at some of the models. This game's anti-aliasing is terrible. Even after I've went ahead and, you know, left the FX AA thing on in the graphic options, and I even went into my NVIDIA control panel and enabled anti-aliasing, so the aliasing in this game is just freaking horrible. A lot of the, you know, very outer ridges and pixels around all the textures, it just looks really jagged. It's not pretty. I don't know what they were thinking. It does not look appealing. For the most part, I suppose it looks fine and somewhat fits, you know, since it's all cel-shaded, but that's really no excuse to me. Should be death. Alright, where are we at in recording? Yeah, we got time for one more real quick. And I'm going to continue skipping the story mode because, good lord, no one wants to read all that. Okay, up next we have Krillin. Go ahead and check out his deck. And yes, I said deck. I know what I said. Get your minds out of the gutter, people. Alright, let's take a quick look here. Oh, one Krillin. Interesting. Oh, you know what? That reminds me. One other thing I will mention is, apparently it goes up to like 300, and I think that's the computer's level of intelligence. Unleashed went ahead and fixed that so it's more random and fair, so that they're not always making like the best choices in placements each and every turn, because this is already pretty hard in itself, so I appreciate him doing that. It is just ridiculous how bad this game's anti-aliasing is. Like, even at a standstill, you can tell. That's death, we don't need to watch that. And I think I'm gonna go ahead and start building up Gogeta here. So to play it safe, let's actually do this. There we go. Oh, that's concerning. I'm glad I went with the setup. Please don't tell me he's gonna hit as hard as you are, Broly. The cannon Broly, I should stress. Holy hell, he just one-shot Vados. That's a problem. Please kill Krillin here. Thank you. Okay, whew. I'm surprised Krillin did that much, that's crazy. And, reason that I'm, you know, as surprised as I am is because, Brandon, I am giving you all a second to go ahead and pause and read all the skills yourself. I'm just, you know, skimming over them, though, just so you can look at the changes for yourselves. And so we're not sitting here for, you know, 20 minutes or so, just hearing me mutter like an idiot. But that was going to pretty much do it for this video. And next time we will go ahead and move on to the end. I think this is the point in the playthrough where it's going to get quite harder. I don't know. We will have to see. And see you guys in the next one. Peace for now.